The hip joint is a common source of pain for a lot of people, and it's a pretty complex joint that relies on both stability and mobility. So figuring out exactly what's wrong with the hip can be a difficult task sometimes. But the good news is we can improve both stability and mobility at the same time with certain exercises. One of my favorite exercises for this is called the 90-90 hip extension. I'm going to show you that today. I just want to talk a little bit more about hip pain. So as we age, a general way that we progress through the aging process, I should say, is that we slowly lose hip motion, hip internal rotation specifically. And when this happens, it starts to throw off the way that we move throughout the day, the way that we walk, the way that we get up, things like that. When we start to lose this motion, we kind of adapt in other ways so that we're still able to get through, certain movements, whether it's getting out of the car or whether it's just walking down the street, whatever it is, we adapt to be able to do those things. We just do it in a different way. But maintaining the mobility and the stability of the hip can help to prevent us from having to make those adaptations and help to protect the hip, help the hip stay pain-free, essentially. So without further ado, let's go through the 90-90 hip extension. So it's pretty easy to get into the position. You're just going to put one leg out in front of you at a 90-degree angle, and then put the other leg out with the knee behind the foot at a 90-90 degree angle. I should just say a 90-degree angle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to focus on keeping the core stabilized as you come up into a standing or kneeling position, I should say. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. And what you're going to do is you're going to do this very slowly and in a controlled manner. I'm going to show you an adaptation if this is too intense for you. So you just come up like this, and then you're going to lower yourself back down. And what we're doing is we're taking the hip through a pretty good range of motion, but we're also at the same time making sure that we're stabilizing the hip. So you're coming up slowly in a controlled manner, and then you're coming back down. And you're really working both hips with this, which is one reason why I love this exercise. And you can obviously go the other way as well. And you're going up, and then you're coming down. Now, a lot of people who do have hip pain will have problems with this exercise at first. So what I recommend is grabbing something like a pillow to put behind your butt. And you're going to start in this kneeling position. Get to wherever you're able to go. You don't have to get the leg all the way here. If you have to have it kind of behind you, that's okay. And all you're going to do is you're going to just slowly sit down on the pillow. You're going to use your hands, push yourself back up. Slowly sit down on the pillow. And so this is a nice adjustment for people who aren't able to do the first part of the exercise, but they're still able to get some strengthening out of it. Hope that's helpful, and I hope you use this tip to the best of your health.